Hey, it's Cody, and today is day 6 riding Route 66 on motorcycles. Last night we checked out the iconic Conoco station all decked out in neon, and today it is just as stunning in the crisp light of day. Route 66 only cuts through the topmost part of Texas, so we gotta soak in those good old Longhorn State vibes while we can. Yeehaw! Hey, what's up from the Panhandle? We are in Shamrock, Texas at the Conoco Tower. And today we are cruising all the way to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Maybe we're gonna see Sylvester Stallone. Did you get it? That's a TV show reference. I'm super excited, but first we're gonna get some coffee, because obviously I need it. Oh, push.
Candy door.
Says push hard. Come on, Chopper.
Hi there.
Hey, it's Cody. You know me from Easy Riders Magazine and the TV show Mayans MC. But more than just a butt on TV, this butt is riding the Iron Pony all the way across Route 66 with my Iron Puppy Chopper. Together, we're on a mission to raise money for our favorite dog rescue while forging new friendships along the way. Get ready to shift gears and change lives. Today's episode is brought to you by Shark Squad Motorcycle Attorneys. They come to all of our events, they're super awesome, and they actually ride too, so they get it. And now for the answer to last week's Iron Pony Express question of the day. If you guessed D, you're correct. Way to go, smarty pants. When we arrived last night, we got to enjoy the neon, but now that it's daytime, the U-Drop Inn is actually a functioning cafe and museum. The U-Drop is one of the few Art Deco cafes built in the 1930s and stands out from its peers for its cool architecture that's actually featured in the movie Cars. This little guy is ready for some pie, and Miss Oleto was excited to tell us about it.
Well, this building was built in 1936. The gas station, the garage, this in here was a Greyhound bus station. The buses would pull in 4, 5, 6, 7 at a time. Over there on the other side of the building, people think it's for the Teslas, but no, Greyhound buses would pull up there. This was a waiting room for the bus station, and it was open till the late 80s. This man right here is the man who had it built in 1936. They started on it like in 34, but it was completed in 36, and that's his wife. He was a rancher, farmer.
It's really crazy that they have the Tesla charging stations
Yes.
out there, because it feels like this was something 100 years ago, and in 100 years, people are going to look at those Tesla stations and be like, those are historic.
Those are old. I know it. But it's just amazing. I worked in there when I was in high school, from 63 to 65, till I got married and left. When I got married in 65, my little sister right here, Mary Lou, she took my place. She is 15, first year in high school.
Oh my gosh.
But as you can, when you go in there, you can see that it's never changed. The Sun and Sand Motel, and that is still here, but it's called the 66 Inn now.
We stayed at the Sands Motel in Grants, New Mexico, and that's also a place that Elvis stayed. Oh, look, the
But they
plaque.
spent the night, and they came in here about 4:30 in the morning and ate breakfast.
That's so cool.
It is. I love it. Isn't that cute? He just sits there so pretty.
Yeah.
And that young man right there, this is his cafe. His mama makes all the pies, but he makes all the other sweets, from the cinnamon rolls to the...
Cinnamon rolls, that might have my name on it. Turned out to be more of a banana morning for me, but these guys were dying to try some of the goodies. How is it?
Just like honey.
What a cool little stop. I love mom and pop shops like this because you don't just feel like a number on a ticket. You really feel welcomed, like you're just one of the family. They also had a map where travelers can stick pins in from where they're from. They take them out and start fresh every year. Look at all those pins. So cool that people from all over the country and the world have stood exactly where I'm standing. Right there, all the history buffs are gonna be like, that's not history. Geography buffs are gonna be like, that's not where LA is. Slapped one of my stickers over here, and oh look, we're right next to Dean Walker. Do you remember that name? We're gonna see him later. We said goodbye to some new friends and got back on the road. Sometimes getting started can be a little bit tricky. Jigger, where are you going? I never know which direction we're supposed to go. See you later, Shamrock. And hello, Oklahoma. Oh, what a beautiful morning. That's 5 states in 6 days, baby. We are heading into the Bible Belt, and these signs are everywhere. It's fascinating how billboard culture changes as you drive across country. Next stop, the Route 66 Museum, where we ran into an Eagle Rider tour group. People from all around the world fly here to ride motorcycles to do this trip. A little language barrier never stopped us from bonding with bikers.
Name?
Chopper. I just got a do-rag. Is that what it's called? Bad to the bone. Does that look cool? What's up? We are here at the Route 66 Museum in Clinton, Oklahoma. Just grabbed a little coffee from the gas station across the street, and as we were pulling up, an Eagle Rider tour pulled up. They're coming from Chicago and going to Santa Monica. I work with Eagle Rider a lot, so it's always really fun to run into them on the street. We just talked to a guy from Argentina, and now let's go inside and look at some motorcycles. Brap, brap, brap. Brap, 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 brap. Come on. Inside, we met Jennifer, who actually did her own Route 66 solo trip a few years ago and was stoked to hear about our charity ride. We did a little GoFundMe for Wagmor Pets. It's a dog rescue, so.
Oh, you got me there.
Yeah.
I'm missing my guy so much right
Oh,
now.
what kind of dog do you have?
He's a black lab and mastiff mix. He
Oh
looks
my-
like a lab on steroids.
Oh
all
my
black.
gosh.
Gosh, have a safe ride.
What's your name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Oh, nice to meet you.
What was your name?
Cody,
Cody and
Jigger, and Dave.
Jigger. And you're the support. Smart people, yeah.
Yeah. Another guest book snagging my autograph. Hey, that might be worth some money someday. Come on in. The water's just fine. I never really liked museums as a kid because I thought they were boring, but dang, I love them as an adult. Everybody always asks, where is Route 66? Well, here you go. Originally commissioned on November 11, 1926, Route 66 became the first national highway to cross the Midwestern part of the country from east to west. Historians agree it consists of approximately 2,448 miles from Grant Park in Chicago, Illinois, to the Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. The route winds through 8 states and 3 time zones, Central Mountain and Pacific. Dude, that means we're driving through 8 states on motorcycles. Whoa, let's keep going. Look at all this cool stuff. The museum has recently been redesigned to give you a more personal journey through the history of the nation's most revered highway. Ooh, XXX. Hey, we were there. When I first moved to Chicago, I had never seen a parking meter because I'm from Southern Illinois and we don't have them. So I didn't even know how to work them because they didn't even take quarters. They only took credit cards, and I had to go ask somebody how to work the meter. Ooh, look, there's a game. It says play.
Hello, my name is Corey Hansen, and I live with my family in the Oklahoma Panhandle.
Daddy says we must plan carefully. Is this a math question? Bruh. What was it? All right, well, that was fun, and we learned that I don't know math. But I do know how to dance. See you later, alligator. From little cars to big cars, it was time to hit the road once more. But first, we gotta make sure that we're squeaky clean. Catch you next time, Clinton, Oklahoma. Did you see that cop? Fun fact, if you ever see a biker tapping their helmet, that's biker code for there's a cop. So make sure to slow down and don't do anything dumb. Whew! We've ridden nearly 1,500 miles with no days off, and I can't even put into words the feeling of joy and freedom, but also tenacity and discipline that it takes to do this. The cold is really doing a number on my back and shoulders. You can see here I'm in a little bit of pain. But I just take a deep breath and am overwhelmed with gratitude for this experience. And look at Mr. Frog hanging on by a thread. If that isn't a metaphor for life. Riding a motorcycle is way different than being in a car. There's no heat or AC, and there's no protective cage keeping you from the elements. You're on high alert most of the time for your safety, and you're using a lot of brain power as well as body power. Whew, today was kind of kicking my ass a little bit. But after a good stretch, we were ready to go again. We stopped at the motorcycle museum in, I don't know where we are, Oklahoma somewhere. And we got some fans of the trailer back there. And Chopper's peeing on some flowers. This next location is a testament to the commercial adoption of the ever-changing Mother Road. In 1921, John and Alice Seba built Seba's filling station to dispense Never Knox gasoline 5 years before Route 66 was certified as a national highway. Then in 1934, as traffic and breakdowns increased along the route, they became the Seba Engine Rebuilding and Machine Shop. That is, until World War II began. Then they became the Seba Manufacturing Company in order to rebuild connecting rods for government vehicles. By 1951, the station changed ownership to Victor and June Briggs, only for Victor to perish in a small aircraft accident, leaving June to run the business herself. But despite the prejudices of operating alone in a male-dominated field, June was recognized in 1960 by both Motor Trend and Hot Rod magazine for her work. Which leads us to 1995, when the station was restored and listed on the Register of Historic Places. Oh, we're seeing a lot of those today. Now coined the Seba Station Motorcycle Museum, the place boasts over 102 vintage bikes and regularly hosts community events, swap meets, car shows, and motorcycle rides. Whew, that was a lot of information. We almost skipped that stop because we were racing against the clock today, but I'm so glad we didn't because it ended up being one of my favorite places. Now it's time to test that knowledge retention. You should have seen this coming. It's time for the Iron Pony Express question of the day. Since its construction in 1921, Seba Station has held many names. Which title does it currently hold? Type your answer in the comments below and tune in next week for the answer. And we are off to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we sat down with the president of the Oklahoma Route 66 Association, which for some reason was so hard for me to say at the moment. We sat down at the Mother Road Market, which is Oklahoma's first food hall, which we loved because it's all about shopping local and supporting mom and pop shops. Look at Chopper eyeing that food. I'm gonna let you say it.
Sure. I'm Rhys Martin. I'm the president of the Oklahoma Route 66 Association.
It's like you've said that before. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Rhys.
It's my pleasure. Thank you all for stopping in Tulsa. Tulsa is known as the capital of Route 66 because it's the home of Cyrus Avery, who's known as the father of Route 66. He was one of the biggest advocates for getting the highway created that connected Chicago to Los Angeles. So we got a statue for him and everything here. So there's a history all over the place, not just in Tulsa, but here in Oklahoma. We have more drivable miles than any other state.
Nice. Because you were saying that if you were to connect a straight line, that this wouldn't even be on it.
Right. You know, it doesn't touch Oklahoma or even Missouri when you look at a map. And so because of the 11th Street Bridge here in Tulsa, said, you know, this is really important. We can just cross this state-of-the-art bridge and we don't have to build one for Route 66.
Clever man.
Everyone said great, you know, and so it comes down through Missouri and Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle. Just happened to conveniently go by his service station. I'm sure that was a coincidence.
It's all about who you know.
Tulsa is also home to Michael Wallace, which is an author. He wrote the book Route 66, The Mother Road, which is one of the books credited for helping resurrect Route 66 as this thing to do and that it's still here. And he voiced the sheriff in Cars, and he ended up actually leading those Pixar tours I was talking about. You can go back and watch Cars after your trip, and it's going to feel almost like a documentary because there's so much in it that's in there that is directly taken from real-life experiences. I mean, Route 66, you know, is about to turn 100 years old in 2026. That's the centennial. And so you have people from all over the world that are planning their trips.
So we just met new friends, Lance Corey with 2 Lane Life, and they're going to do the tour, the 100-year anniversary. He will actually be turning 66. And if that's not the coolest thing you've ever heard. And so, I don't know, maybe we'll be back. I'm hoping to maybe like tag along. Hint, hint, Lance, if you're watching this. But I definitely want to inspire people to like get out and come see it because there's so much cool stuff out here.
Well, it's great to see people really start talking about supporting local, mom and pop businesses, having authentic experiences, because that's what Route 66 is all about. And you guys are staying at the Desert Hills tonight.
Yes, can you tell us something about that?
I can. The Desert Hills is a vintage 1950s era motel on Route 66 here. Their neon sign was restored for a big international festival we had here in 2004. And it's been owned by the same family for decades. You know, they cater to the individual traveler, and you can't replicate that experience anywhere else. Route 66 is called a linear community because it's like a family once you get down to it.
Well, thank you so much. This has been amazing. Can I give you a hug?
My pleasure, of course. Safe ride.
Thank you. All right, time to go get back to our hotel and maybe take a shower today. I'm not sure yet. But first, we took a little cruise in downtown Tulsa to enjoy the neon. What another exhilarating day riding Route 66. Today was very informative. I'd call this our museum day. We saw lots of cool places, enjoyed the highs and the lows, and continued to make memories with folks brave enough to take a chance on something new while preserving something old. Stay tuned for next week, because you never know what's going to happen on Route 66. Thanks so much for watching. Smash that like and subscribe button, and shout out to all these wonderful places for letting us film. Thank you to this episode's sponsor, Shark Squad Motorcycle Attorneys, and to our amazing crew. Today we rode 293 miles for a total of 1,506 miles and raised $1,502 for a total of $4,620 for Chopper's Charity. Let's shift gears and change lives.